I don't know. You probably can recognize it. I can feel it. Hopefully, you're all hanging in there tough. Last week was Flipgrid. Flipgrid's awesome. I like it. I think a lot of people have been using it out in the field a lot more with the pandemic type stuff too. I use it. I know some of you have me for 422, and we use it 422 a little bit as a way of discussing things. Or you can do this. I am going to just go ahead and tell you, I'm going to put up some self-help things or just informational things if you're interested in these VR Pro Screencastify. I have a feeling you're used to Zoom, but I want to show you what I want you to do with Zoom with this week's lecture. Screencastify is an editing software that once you can download it into your Google type things and you can edit, put different things in. It's almost like a movie maker if you work with Apple. So that's Screencastify. I will have some little videos up on that if you're interested in that. It's something that the counties have mentioned that they're starting to see more and more people use. So I wanted to just put it on there. I believe VR Pro is on Schoology. So I wanted to make sure that that was noted. I'll have a little help video on that. But really our main goal this week is just to get you used to filming some software or some technique of you teaching. That's it. Just getting in front of the camera and doing it. I don't care which tool you use. Also, of course, we have a discussion board. We're kind of winding down on those. And I will say this, if you are filming, if you are going to do a film lesson, if you need to send me a link or something like that, or if you're having trouble submitting it, just let me know. We'll figure something out. Most people are able to either email it to me, or you can get really nuts and you can actually go to your your Microsoft OneDrive and upload it there and share it with me there. Remember, we talked about Microsoft OneDrive, but I'll show you all that here in a minute. And let's go ahead and close that out. I got this open like 6 million times. All right, so this week, well, the filming. Let me just say this. The filming is very important for obvious reasons now, but even before, there's a big movement towards flipped classrooms. I don't know how much you all know on flipped classrooms, but basically the overriding concept with the flipped classroom is that you would film yourself teaching or doing something, the instruction, you would post it, like I post mine up on YouTube, and you might post it up on YouTube. And your students would watch it, and that's kind of what they do for homework or they do during the week. And when they come into class, they'll do the work. That's the theory. I'm broad stroking a little bit, but that's kind of the flipped classroom. It's supposed to get more productivity out of your classroom time. Now, the whole idea of filming is taken on a different meaning right now because of the pandemic. And I know I do student observations, and the way each teacher does things is a lot different. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but I think it's just important for you all to get used to using this technology and finding one that works. Some school districts like Meets, some like Teams, some hated Zoom, but now they're going back to Zoom because they think Zoom is a little easier to use. I have to admit, after using them all, I personally think Zoom is probably the most straightforward, which I kind of like. I'm not always for reinventing the wheel. The Screencastify, though, again, I'll have that help up there. If you start to use the Google stuff and the Google Meets, you can start to blend in stuff and edit stuff. It's neat. So with that being said, here's what I want you to do. And I don't know if you all have ever done this before, and I just thought of this. I'm recording this on Zoom, so I don't know if I can record on Zoom, but let me at least show you what's going on. All right. If you decide to record, you can use different things. Oh, by the way, Microsoft Stream is another one I'm going to pop up. Guys, I'm reverting back. Sorry, I'm not restarting. So I just wanted to say, this is a training I just went to this week. I'm actually going to see if Shepherd did the training. I'm going to see if they'll let me actually link to the lecture that was done. It's very short. It was only like 15 minutes. But Microsoft Stream is another thing that I will show you that is actually on our OneDrive when we log in on our email. And it's very much like a YouTube type thing now where you can share videos, upload videos, and such, and you can create your own little network within there. I'll show it to you here at the end. That was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I forgot I had looked that up. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, Zoom. When you go into Zoom, you can record yourself doing lectures on Zoom. It's very, very easy. When you go to Zoom and you get into your account, if you go here and hit host meeting, you literally can I'm not going to open it, but it'll ask you if you want to open it. And you all have seen the toolbar. I'm on it right now. It will literally, when you go down there, it'll have the record button, or I can do it up here. Let's see if it'll let me do record. I'm recording right now. So I can't hit record. I can stop record or pause record. You just record yourself, and you pop up there. You can share the video, share the screen, and you can go right at it. I have had some people, and I don't mind if you do this because you may have to do this out in the field. Some people have actually filmed themselves using their iPads. That's technology, or their phones. The only thing I will tell you, if you're doing that, one thing I like about Zoom is it's stable. It doesn't have that earthquake effect. I've seen some people in this class and with EdTPA when they've used things like that. I'm not saying you have to have a movie production thing. This isn't. I mean, look at me now. It's getting dark and light. It's a rainy day outside. I think, it's the Thursday when all the rain was happening. It's my windows. It goes dark and out. That's not high quality, but the screen stays the same and the volume is good. When you use the iPad, sometimes you got to make sure you have a stabilizer. Also, I'm going to put a link up. When you all do EdTPA, I think we're going to try to get some in the ed department. It'd be nice if we have them when you all student teach. I don't know if we're going to or not. There's something called Swivel. They're really neat. You wear a mic, and you would just put it like right here, and you can walk around, and it follows you. It's like a little robot, not R2D2. It's like following you around the room, but it films you like that. And with the mic, the volume is really good. So that's just what I want you to do. I don't want to reinvent the wheel here. I just want you to get used to filming yourself, because you got to do it for EdTPA. How you do it is up to you. You can pick, I'm going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I had someone change a tire last year. It only needs to be 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't end up doing this, you're just going to do the Flipgrid, and that's fine also. But I want you to pick some sort of video technology that you're comfortable with and just film yourself. If you're doing the Flipgrid, I would ask, just so you can do it, maybe record yourself giving the instructions. Those directions are back there on the last page, or if you need help with that, just come back to me. I'm going to post all of this up. But since I'm on here, let me see if I have it. I said I'd go to that one page. Oh, there's the directions. There you go. Using Zoom or another filming device like QuickTime, you will instruct 3 to 5 minute lesson of your choice and film it. You can approach this pretty much any way you want. You can use Zoom to film. I just want you to instruct something. If you're doing Flipgrid, you're basically just going to give the directions. And again, don't double Flipgrid. That's another thing I should say. If you did Flipgrid last week, don't use Flipgrid again. That's neither here nor there. The assignment needs to meet a few things. Just be clear and focused. I don't need a lesson plan or anything like that. I'm not worried about that. It needs to be about 3 to 5 minutes, and you just need to be instructing something. Like I say, PB&J. That's fine. Tell me how to make it. The overall goal is just to get you used to filming and teaching. You can submit on Sakai or OneDrive and email it to me. That's what I want to show you. Let's go to Old Shep email. Okay. If you look here, you got all this stuff here. If you go to your OneDrive, and we've done this, you can actually upload stuff right into that. And that's usually the easiest thing to do for if you're doing like a QuickTime video or anything like that. You just upload it, and you can just share it with me. Once you upload, there should be something right there. You see, you'll just hit a share, or you'll hit the document, and there it is. There's a share button. Just load it there. Also, let me go back there. I thought the streaming thing was there. Dynamic, where is that? There it is, Microsoft Stream. That's what I was talking about a little earlier. That's kind of like a YouTube video. It's like a YouTube type service. And as you can see, it's a pretty neat thing. I'm going to put a little tutorial up, but you see you can upload videos. It does have the editing like YouTube also. So you might want to check it out. This is what our training actually was on a little bit. And you can share. You can create your own channels. It's neat. I'm not asking you to do anything with it. I just want to make you aware of it, just like with the Screencastify and such. I am going to put tutorials up if you're interested. But really, this week, it's just about filming. I'm sure you all do it sometimes. You know, the phone's fine, Zoom's fine. You can record yourself on Teams, Meets if you prefer those. I don't care. So I've kind of babbled through all that. That's really it, though. The main thing is if you do have problems this week, let me get a little light here. I think my other computer might help with that. Maybe. As you can see, not high quality. I told you this isn't that helped a little bit. This isn't like a Star Wars production. But anyway, if you need help with any of that, please contact me. But it's just use some of the stuff. If you want to use some of our old tools like Meets, Teams, and Filmic, that's fine. Record yourself. That's it. I would love to see some of you, hopefully, at the Google Classroom training. I know we did a little bit on Google Classroom at the very beginning. Some of you have probably seen Google Classroom in operation now that you're in the field. I think some of you, hopefully, I helped get 370 logins in Jefferson County if you were having a little bit of problems. But I think the gentleman who's doing it is actually the tech coordinator over at Washington High School. I think it would be great to see him, just to kind of get to know him. And he can take you to some next level Google. And if you're really interested in other training, I think you'd be interested in doing more. Maybe plant put it in his ear. Maybe you want to hear something else. I saw on there was on the poll that I sent out, there was a lot of variance as to what people wanted. I'd say something to him. Don't be scared. I think he'd be willing to do it because I know the ed tech, but here's the thing. He's out in it. He's getting the reality, and he's probably more up to date than anyone because I kind of catch it. A lot of the stuff that I pick up now is when I go out in the field and I see you all using it or I see the teacher using it, and then I have to come back and try to teach myself a little bit on it. I try to stay up to date, but I know he's up to date. With all that being said, I'm babbling now. Let me stop sharing. Oh, I did stop sharing the screen. I'm going to let you all go. It's good to see you. As you can see, I'm fading to black for some reason. It's like a movie. It's getting very ominous and Halloweenish. So I guess that's a sign. Film it. Any questions? And if you don't understand a word I said about the Google Classroom, again, Google Classroom, if you attend, you can either not do the Flipgrid or not do the filming, but you got to do one of them. So with that being said, if all of this made no sense, that is fine. Just fire me an email and I can make further nonsensical statements to you in person or via Zoom or via email. And with that being said, I will talk to you later.